Tomorrow is Election Day for some voters on the Suncoast. The city of Sarasota's second election and Northport's special election will both take place.
In Northport, seat 4 on the City Commission will be decided if it became vacant after Commissioner Jacqueline Moore resigned her seat to run for a different office. ABC7's Christopher Brantley talked to both candidates and has more.
I have been in business for mid to upper level management for 25 years.
I worked for the city for 20 years, and I know just about everybody that works for the city.
Jill Luke and Pete Emmerich are both asking for Northport residents' vote on Tuesday, but only one of them will get the job. Luke worked in local businesses for a long time. One of her priorities is to help out local businesses.
You have to build a relationship with other entities. It could be developers, it could be business owners, could be entrepreneurs.
Emmerich is also pro-business. He wants to see more businesses come to Southwest Florida. And another hot topic for Emmerich, he hopes to rein in the city's budget.
I've helped create budgets throughout the years. I know what they put in on the budgets, and I know what sometimes really isn't necessary on the budget.
Luke feels strongly about infrastructure, especially with the Atlanta Braves building a spring training stadium in Northport.
We need to plan the roads. We need some roads that are widened. We need more commercial area. We need, more arterial roads.
The Braves Stadium has also been big on Emmerich's list.
If we're investing into that, we want to be one of the key players and be able to participate with the usage of the fields when they're not being occupied.
As the results come in on Tuesday, only one of these candidates will get the job. They both said they're ready for whatever happens.
I feel as though what needs to be will be. I'm one that lives my life like that.
I feel very excited about tomorrow. I think we're going to have the showing that we should.
That's Christopher Brantley reporting for us. Now, voters in Sarasota, the city of Sarasota, will choose 2 new at-large city commissioners. 3 candidates are hoping to fill those 2 seats in a runoff election. Jennifer Ahern Koch, Martin Hyde, Hagan Brody will all be on the ballot. ABC7 asked all 3 candidates where they stand on important issues here on the Suncoast. And if you'd like to check out that debate, just go to our website, mysuncoast.com, and look for this story.
After narrowly passing the Republican health care plan, representatives are on recess and they're facing many angry constituents back home. Republican members of Congress are being forced to defend their votes during town hall meetings. And ads already running in 15 congressional districts emphasize that the first Congressional Budget Office estimate of the bill predicts that 24 million Americans would lose coverage under the GOP plan. Political analysts expect Democrats to pick up seats in Congress based on anger over the Obamacare repeal.
When a party has unified control, that first midterm election has been a shellacking for them, especially when there's a vote on these third rail issues.
The health care debate now heads to the Senate, where many Republicans say they will not be following in the footsteps of the House.
More than $6 million in BP oil funds are coming to Manatee County over the next 15 years. And today, county officials are explaining how they plan to spend that money.
Manatee County residents will also have some input on this plan, which officials say will improve the environment. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is joining us live with details on how the money will be spent. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, the county holding the presser here at the Florida Maritime Museum located in Cortez, which was fitting because they would receive funds to enhance the facility. The spending plan will also include environmental workforce development and restoration.
Manatee County announcing they'll take the Deepwater Horizon oil rig explosion, which happened a little over 7 years ago, and turn it into a win for local environment with $6.3 million in oil spill funds.
That respect and at the same time enhance our environmental resiliency that we have here in Manatee County along our coast.
Manatee County Parks and Natural Resources Department Director Charlie Hunsaker says these funds will spread out for the next 15 years. The county wanted input not only from officials, but residents as well.
So we had an open line to our website here in Manatee County asking for ideas and suggestions, and we received about 17 to 20 of those ideas.
Those ideas were narrowed down to 5 programs: the Robinson Preserve Restoration, Natural Resources Workforce Development, the Coastal Watershed Program, the Florida Maritime Museum Family Enhancement, and the Gulf Shellfish Institute. Restaurateur Ed Childs says this can be a great model to show other areas on how to promote the environment, specifically aquaculture.
Bivalves are tremendously positive for the environment. Every single organism filters up to 50 gallons of water a day.
Not only shellfish farming, says Childs, but much more.
This is a win-win. This is a great way for us to take some of these funds to preserve working waterfronts, which is what Cortez is all about, and to do great things for our environment while we're cleaning up water.
As well as the Robinson Preserve Restoration Project, which may run roughly $12 million in 15 years.
To expand on the 480 acres we have there now, which is very popular, gets over 350,000 visitors a year. One of our more high-profile projects, to expand that to the 150 acres acquired up against it.
A spending plan will be presented to county commissioners this summer. Once approved, it will go to the U.S. Treasury Department to begin the implementation process. Reporting live in Cortez, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Dwayne.
What a weekend. I hope everyone
really
got
nice.
to enjoy it outside.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
how warm it was for this area in May, Bob. I mean, how
Cool, yeah, I was going to say cool. I hear you. It's one of the coolest weekends I can remember in May, and maybe one of the all-time coolest, considering the weekend before was the all-time hottest, so quite a contrast there. This is a viewer photo sent in from Mike Evanoff from Evie's and Spanish Point. You can see out there calmer conditions out on the waters. This was this morning, and a beautiful shot right there it was. And here's another nice shot over Sarasota Bay. And current conditions, sunny, 82. Dew point is at 63. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 16, and that's kept that nice sea breeze in. The pressure now 29.98 inches. And as far as the forecast goes through this evening, we're expecting temperatures to be right around 70 under fair skies with some light winds overnight, so it should be quite comfortable. More in your forecast in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. For the second time in less than a month, a card skimming device has been discovered on a gas pump in Bradenton. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies say the device was found at a pump at a 7-Eleven store on 14th Street West this afternoon. A technician who was performing routine maintenance made the discovery. Deputies say a similar device was found and seized at that same store the last time maintenance was performed, which was just less than a month ago. Deputies do not know yet if any customer's personal information was stolen.
More than a dozen dancers will not take part in Sarasota Ballet's upcoming new season. Ballet officials say they are downsizing as part of a restructuring plan. 16 of the company's 51 dancers did not receive contract offers for the new season that begins in October. Dancers voted to unionize earlier this year, but the director says the layoffs are part of a long-term plan and the new productions don't call for as many dancers.
We had very big productions last year, which everybody was on stage, and this next season is some, as I said, some very exciting ones, but not necessarily as many dancers on stage at the same time.
The number of remaining dancers, their pay scale, and their health benefits will be discussed at negotiations later this month.
Sarasota County has been featured in several television shows over the years, including episodes on HGTV and Spike TV, but now one channel is dedicating an entire series to a Suncoast community. ABC7's Erica Jackson has the latest on a new reality show which will profile life on Siesta Key.
Siesta Key is a hotspot for visitors of all ages, but a new reality show coming would highlight the adventures of elite teens as they take on Siesta Key for the summer.
It's a really nice beach town, really chill, great water, great food.
Siesta Key visitor Jonathan Heck says those qualities may be some of the reasons MTV is producing a reality show based in Sarasota County.
I think it's a good choice. I think get a lot of great material here, and I think it'll be pretty fun.
It will be fun, and it will be energetic, and it will showcase a lot of beautiful places in Sarasota, including specifically Siesta Key.
Sarasota County Film Commission Director Jeannie Corcoran has been working with the producers of the show Siesta Key. She says they shot the pilot about a year and a half ago and will return over the next few weeks to shoot the entire season. A profile of MTV's network chief describes the show as an unscripted series about college students in an elite Florida enclave who return home for the summer. Corcoran hopes to attract MTV's young adult demographic to the Suncoast.
We need a good, diverse tourist base, and we want more young people to know about how wonderful it is here.
But Nicole Melfin from Wisconsin fears the show may give MTV viewers the wrong idea of what the area has to offer.
It's just a super chill, relaxed atmosphere. I mean, you don't see I guess, girls in thongs like you would typically want to see on a reality TV show.
Corcoran explains MTV targets viewers as young as 15 years old and says the network chose Siesta Key for its beauty and its demographic.
I'm assuming that their content will be fun and frolicsome and not particularly offensive.
The new reality show is set to premiere in July on MTV. Reporting on Siesta Key, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Erica. Could be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what they show.
Yep.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, 2 counties on the Suncoast are hosting job fairs this week when you can learn about some local job opportunities.
Plus, too much salt in our diets, where we're loading up on the sodium. It may surprise you. We'll explain next in Health News.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that, and with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
French fries, potato chips, we know some of our favorite foods are loaded with salt.
That's why they taste so good.
Yep.
But now, a new study examines exactly where a lot of our daily salt is actually coming from. Researchers at the University of Minnesota looked at 3 different regions in the U.S. to see where Americans are getting their salt. They found it's dining out that contributes to more than 2/3 of our total sodium intake. The next big contributor, salt inherent to the food you choose to eat. Salt added to food while cooking at home came in a distant third, and then the salt added to the food at the table came in last.
Now for a check on our forecast, let's head over to Bob.
Yeah, I love those potato chips. Those are my downfall when it comes to salt. The Casey Key webcam showing beautiful beach weather out there today. The waves not nearly as strong as they were over the weekend, and still a little bit choppy at times with that sea breeze developing coming in from the west at around 10 to 15 miles an hour, and it looks as though we'll see a cloudless sunset for the most part, maybe just a few clouds out there. No rain. We have some breaking news right now, I'm being told. I'm going to toss it to the Scott and Haley right now. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. Right now, authorities are releasing new information about a vehicle that went over the South Jetty in Venice this afternoon.
Rescue crews have been searching for the car and its occupants. A press conference is getting underway now. Let's go to that live. ABC7's Christopher Brantley is there. Christopher.
There's no way of knowing that. That's all going to be part of the investigation. Like I said, we have the traffic homicide investigators are going to be investigating that, but we're receiving assistance from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, their SURF team. We have the Venice Fire Department, Sarasota County Fire Department, FWC, even CETO is out here assisting us, and the United States Coast Guard.
Chief, one witness told me that she actually saw a woman inside the vehicle banging on the window. Have any other witnesses said similar stories like that?
From all I've heard from witnesses right now is that there were two people inside the vehicle.
At this point, we don't know where that vehicle is.
Right now, we're just trying to locate the vehicle, and once we do that, we'll start the recovery process.
There's a lot of people out here. I imagine, did people try jumping in the water? Did they try helping?
Well, from what I understand, there were some boaters and some people from the jetty that did try to help, but with the outgoing tide and the vehicle sinking, it was very difficult to actually get into the vehicle to get to the occupants of the vehicle. That's really all I have at this time. If there's, we'll probably have additional information as we locate the vehicle and identify who was actually in the vehicle. Thank you.
PIO for the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. As the chief said, he is the lead investigating agency here. The Venice Fire Department, Venice Police Department are lead. Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is now unfortunately helping with recovery. This went from a rescue into a recovery today. Very unfortunate. At this time, our SURF team is out there. That's the Sheriff's Underwater Recovery Force. We're trying our best to locate this vehicle, but we do have to wait until the tide changes and some elements kind of change so we can get down there. Our Marine units are out here as well. In fact, a Marine deputy was first to see the vehicle actually go into the water, and he actually entered the water himself and tried to save these people. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. So we're working right now as hard as we can. We have to wait again for the elements to change until we can recover the vehicle.
Just a question, if he spotted and jumped in and tried to get them out, I mean, how did we get to this point now where the van is missing? Obviously, we're looking at it.
You know, it's hard to say. I think the elements are changing a lot, so there's a rather quick tide. I think that the car moved rather quickly, and he used his rapid dive gear as quickly as he could. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quick enough. Okay, thank you.
That's the latest from the scene at the Venice Jetty, where a vehicle went into the water there. We don't know if it was on purpose or it was some sort of accident where sometimes people hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. But two people were apparently inside that vehicle, and as we heard, it floated for a little while.
Right.
And if you've been to the Venice Jetty, the current through there, depending on the tide, it's really moving.
Right, and they said unfortunately it has shifted from a rescue effort now to a recovery, so they'll be looking for the people who were inside that vehicle. And now we're going to head back over to Bob for the finish of our forecast.
Yeah, I was checking the tides for that time frame too, and we were in between high and low, going toward low, so that water would have been rushing in, on top of the fact you had a strong westerly wind too coming with that sea breeze. So again, kind of a concern there as far as that rough weather goes in terms of the high tide and low tides. 86 degrees the high today at the Sarasota Braden Airport. 60 was the morning low, and no rainfall to report, and nearing 9 inches now for the year. Over a foot since October, below average. Highs tomorrow will warm up. It will stay dry too. High fire danger persisting right and in through this week, work week anyway. High pressure dominating the weather. You can see all the clouds kind of riding around this dome of high pressure, rather elongated from Missouri, Arkansas, stretching all the way down into Florida, keeping things dry over the southeast where we could really use the rainfall. Eventually a little storm system may pop up and bring us a chance, but not much, on Saturday and Sunday for the weekend. And they're still getting some snow in upstate New York and also into Colorado over the next 24 hours. So quite a contrast to the warm temperatures we've been having here. For boaters tomorrow, seas running less than 2 feet. A light chop out there in the bays and inland waters, and the water temperature has cooled to 80 degrees now at the end of the Venice Pier, and 84 for the area beaches. As far as the forecast goes, tides upcoming. Low tide at 7:16 and a high tide will be at 12:57. Sunset at 8:08. Clear skies and mild tonight. Northwest to north winds at 5. 65 for your low. Mostly sunny and warm and dry tomorrow. 89 the high, and the extended forecast does call for a chance for showers, but not much over the weekend. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. We're taking a look at Suncoast Traffic Watch. As you can see, there are some stretches of red there on 41. I believe we're looking at 41 and Bee Ridge, a little bit of some hold up there at that intersection, and then as you head north on 41, some backup as well.
Looking for a new job or new career opportunity? Both Sarasota and Manatee counties are hosting job fairs this week. Now, on Wednesday, Manatee County will hold its hiring expo at the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto from 2 p.m. until 7 p.m. There are openings in several careers, including bus operators, 911 dispatchers, electricians, paramedics, and more. And then Sarasota County plans to hold a job fair this Friday. The county's Human Resources Department says the event will focus on public works, utilities, and fleet positions. Engineers, technicians, and operators in those fields are needed. The job fair will take place at the Sarasota County Operations Center from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Some great opportunities. I can say I've been even just driving around town, a lot of now hiring signs. They started to pop up.
Great sign.
Yeah, very good sign. Entertainment news is next.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Everyone loves a bright and cheerful smile. Not everyone can find the dental care they need and can afford. Now there's a place nearby where anyone can receive professional quality dental care at an affordable cost. The LECOM School of Dental Medicine in Lakewood Ranch is now accepting patients. You will receive your care in comfortable, state-of-the-art treatment rooms. To schedule your appointment, please call the LECOM Dental Group practices 941-405-1600. We will be happy to see you smiling again.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
With all the furniture choices you have, where do you shop? How about Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, now available in Sarasota? Treat yourself to a new Beauty Sleep Queen mattress set starting at only $399 and save up to $800 off an adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Find huge Memorial Day discounts of up to 70% off throughout our showroom with hundreds of items ready for immediate delivery. It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, available now in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Coming up in just a few minutes, the very latest on a developing story in Venice. Late this afternoon, a vehicle went over the South Jetty into the water. Rescue crews still searching for that car and the possible occupants, which has now become a recovery effort.
ABC7's Christopher Brantley has been out on the scene. He will have the latest for us in just a few moments. We'll be right back.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-Off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
The official salon of ABC7.